everybody, it's Rebecca and this is Yarn and Pajamas, and today is my crochet podcast number 11. So it is really warm up here today in Indiana. I've had to put my hair up. It is quite warm upstairs where I am at right now talking to you guys. We don't have central air. I mean, we live in an old house and we have like the window units. So we don't even have those in yet because, you know, just a couple weeks ago it was snowing. So it's crazy. It's crazy Indiana weather. But so I'm going to try not to keep you guys too long today. But I do have quite a bit to talk about. So we can get started. Well, to shake things up a little bit, I'm going to show you guys my whips first. I have been wanting to clear out some of my whips, especially the smaller ones. So I did get inspired by my friend Michelle Estrada at Pixie Marie Creates. She just recently cleaned out her whip caddy, I believe. I could be wrong because I've been going back and watching a bunch of people's old videos, so this could have been an old video. But anyways, I was inspired to clean out mine. Mine's not even a whip caddy. Mine is just a crochet caddy because I spend most of my time downstairs in the living room crocheting. And to combat the fact that I had my crochet stuff strode all over the living room, I bought yet another cart and decided to put my most used items on the cart and then have a compartment for like my whip bags. Well, it took on a life of its own. Like, it was almost like Randall. I almost had a name for it because there was so much stuff. So I decided after I watched Michelle's video that something had to be done. I needed to clean this thing out. One, just for my own sanity because I could never really find anything that I needed. So I did. And then I started noticing I've got all of these whips that are in their final stages. So here we go. I'm going to show you a few of them. So the first one that I have here, I've got it in my T-Doddles teapot bag. This is a mini maker club bag. Is that what it's called? Yeah, mini maker club, because you get a mini maker bag and a mini skein of yarn from Southern Skeins once a month. So T-Doddles. And I'll put links to everybody I talk about and patterns that I talk about that are available, like, to be found online. I'll put them down below. So do you guys remember, like, a few months back, I done a Shepyace Zodiac calendar kit video, like unboxing. So I started one of those out of the kit, and it was 2 bunnies. It was the Libra. So that's what I've been working on. I've got it here. So here's what I've got done. This is my bunny body. My bunny body. So I'm almost done with it, actually. I have 2 more rows where I do the belly patch and then it's just finishing it off. And I went ahead and done all of its body parts first. That way when I get done with the body I can just sew it on and then I'll be done and be like, woohoo! So my favorite thing, and I'm sorry about the crinkles, but I have to show you, is the bunny tail. It's my favorite. I mean, because who doesn't love pom-poms? Oh, look at its little bunny tail. It's very colorful. I really liked it. So the yarns that I'm using is the Shepyace Katona Cotton. And the color is 414 Vintage Peach. And then it's Belly Patch. It is one of my favorite gnome skin colors, 255 shell. So that was one of the things that I found down in my whip caddy that I thought I'm going to finish him off and get him out of this caddy and get him set up somewhere. So the next thing I've got is also in a Tea Doddles bag, and I don't think this was not a mini maker or a mini bag club. It was just one she had on her website that I got. And the cool thing about her bags are, let me take this out and I'll just show you guys. The cool thing is that they're reversible. So if you like the inside print as well, completely reversible. Love that about her bags. And she always includes like a little ribbon tag so that you can hook your project keepers or stitch markers on it. So since I already took everything out of the bag there, here is the next project I am working on. This is going to be a gnome. So I've almost got its body. I think I'm ready to do the starting the decrease because there's the inside. I cut out little circles from, you know, that stuff you can get at the Dollar Tree, that foam board. I just buy a sheet of that and just cut out little circles. And then they fit that way, you know, your gnome stands up a little bit sturdier. Because I like these gnomes that don't have the little feet. I mean, that's less stuff to sew on. But, you know, they're cute. So this little gnome is made using, you know, one of my favorite yarns for Amy's. It's the Katona cotton. I just love this stuff. It's so soft and squishy. And it's got like a little bit of a shine to it. I'm trying to get it to where I can show this a little bit better. Got a little bit of a shine to it. And it just stitches up gorgeously, I think. So I've got this, and this is in the color Tropic, number 253. Got two of these little 25-gram balls here. And this is going to be a Statue of Liberty gnome. I'm making it for my sister-in-law. She wanted some gnomes for every holiday, as she said. I want a gnome for every holiday, so I came across this gnome. I can't remember the name, but I think it's Happy Dolls Handmade. And I really liked it, so I decided to make it. And Pam Pino's store does have one as well, but I preferred the one from Happy Dolls Handmade, so that's the one I went with. And I did want to show you guys this too. My friend made this for me a couple years ago. And I use it in my crochet a whole lot. But it's this little like change purse, and it's made with some leftover Harry Potter yarn that she made, and she just it's got like a little button there. So what I did was I just hot glued. It's a magnet. But when I'm traveling, I put my needle. My needle is metal, so I put it in there, and then I always have a little pair of scissors, and then normally I have some stitch markers hanging from this little jewel right here, so that I always have stuff when I travel, and I just fold it up and put it down in my bag. I really like that. She made that, so yeah. She's very talented with a sewing machine. She's the one that made the bee bag that I use for my #3D for you and me stuff. So those are my whips. That's what I've been working on. I did find 2 more whips in my caddy that I did get finished, so I'm going to talk to you guys about those. So a couple weeks ago, I had been working on some marshmallow chicks from Michelle Estrada, Pixie Marie Creates. She has these cute little marshmallow chicks. I believe she has other like marshmallow animals. They have the cutest little marshmallow body, and I made me a marshmallow chick, and he's blue, and he sits on my desk at work. He's a good, like, you know, squish him and, you know, pick him up, play with him, you know, kind of thing throughout the day. So I had started another one, and I had planned on giving it to my dog, putting a little squeaker in it and letting him have it as a toy. So My friend really likes my little baby doodler at work, and I told her, I was talking to her about that I had another little baby doodler that I was almost finished with, and she's like, well, can I have it? And I'm like, sure, you can have my little pink baby doodler. Look at her. She's so cute. She is just so cute. So I have made her with a 2.20 hook and Shepyace Katona cotton yarn. The pink is number 518 marshmallow, and I finally used that skein up. I'm telling you, this stuff can go a long way. I tell you, I made like 3, maybe used it 3 or 4 in 3 or 4 different projects. And then the yellow is a little piece of lemon, Shepyace lemon that I had. And then I believe those may be either 6mm or 7mm ice. I'm not sure. It was just in the bag. So that's it. Don't she look like a marshmallow? Like one of those giant, marshmallows that you can get to put in the s'mores that they have around summertime or whatever. I really do like her. She's very cute. So I got her all finished off. And she was just about done. Her body was just about done. I just had to do the wings and her beak. And she was done. Got her done. So there was another whip. It was a bumblebee. And she was almost done too. I don't know what happened to me. But these are the Hooked by Robin bumblebees. When everybody was making them, I wanted to make some too, but I wanted to use up some scrap Bernat blanket yarn that I had. So that's what I made my bees out of. And here is the last bee that I had started. This is her. I think she turned out good. She's my favorite one that I made so far, because I found some things to do a little bit differently. Let's see if I've got her card. I keep cards of all of, I call them cards, but I have a little book, and I've made these little pages for the book to keep track of my projects. And I'm a little behind on putting some stuff in it, but here's my bumblebee project, and on the back I write down notes that I do. So when you make the pattern with regular yarn, the nose is like flat and then it curves out. Well, when I was making it with the Bernat blanket yarn, it was like puckered out this way and then it went concave, so it was like going down, and I just didn't like it. I wanted it to be flat like everybody else's. So the way I fixed that was, one, I increased my hook size, but it did it a little bit. I made three bumblebees, and when I increased my hook size, it helped a little, but what helped the most was the first step. The first step is to do, it smile's a little crooked. The first step is to do a magic ring with 6 single crochets inside. Well, I did a magic ring with 12, so I went to the increase row, but I done it first, and then that helped do the thing, make it flat. And I done the same thing with the wings. The wings wanted to be more like cups, but I just eliminated that first step and went right on into the second step, into the magic ring, and then that kind of helped it be more bumblebee wingy like. So got her done. She will leave and go somewhere nice. So that was it for those whips off my caddy. So let's move on. I've got more finished objects. We're not done yet. We're not done. I've got more cards laying here. More cards. So the next thing that I got done is some squares for my hashtag Movie and Stitch. We'll do that one first. Oh, let me lean over here. Get it. Sorry, my table is a mess right now, y'all. A mess. So as you know, for my hashtag Movie and Stitch, I'm making letter blocks in hopes that I'll have an alphabet quilt when I'm done. So I'm on letter H. I'm done my H block. So here we go. The pattern is by Maria's Blue Crayon. It's the Granny Square 2.0. And then the Moogly blog has the appliques for the letters, the uppercase and lowercase letters. She has other ones, numbers, Roman numerals, you name it, she's probably got it. So I used Yarn Bee Mini Maker in light blue. And then this is, I love this yarn in Tutti Frutti. And I did use a 6.0 millimeter hook, I believe. Oh, let's see. Let's just consult my notes here and see. I don't know. It's not in here. It is not in here. It is. It's a J, a 6 millimeter J. I'm sorry. Should have been a little bit more prepared on that one. So I got that one done. I have 2 squares done for my hashtag 3D for you and me. So now what we're doing there is making squares from this book, the 3D Granny Square book. So it was a make-along that's created by Donna at Gab and Grammy, Neva at Manic Mama Musings, and Ashley at Stitching Ain't Easy. So they created this make-along where you make a square per week or more, at least one or more per week, and then just show it off. You can like email them pictures of your work or post it on. Some of them have Facebook pages, but they said if you make videos that you could go ahead and make a video. So I just went ahead and made a video because I had the book and I wanted to make some of the squares. So I do have 2 more squares done. Oh, readjust myself. And the first square that I have is a fried egg square. And I used Paint Box Cotton DK for this. I can't really remember all of the colors for it. I do know the middle is Buttercup Yellow and this is Paper White. And I can't remember the browns. But it's a fried egg on toast. And it's the funniest square I've ever seen in my whole life. It's like, who thought this up? I love it. Well, I can tell you who thought it up. It was either Katie Moore, Sharna Moore, or Celine Seaman. Seaman. Yeah, they're the writers. I don't know if focus on them. But I bet Katie and Sharna are related in some way. So those are the ladies that wrote that book. The second square that I have done is the cloud square. Here it is. So you got the white cloud, the lightning bolt, and the gray cloud. It kind of looks like the egg a little bit too. I did bring, excuse me, it's card up here because the lightning bolt is not the square from the book or the part from the book. So it was just like a long, just rectangle. And I'm like, lightning bolts aren't supposed to look like that. I wanted an actual lightning bolt looking. So I went online and I found a pattern and it's called the David Bowie Aladdin Sane Crochet Lightning Bolt Necklace Applique, and it's by the Red Haired Amazonia. And I made it. I went down to I believe the 2.20 hook to get it as small as I could and done it. And I liked it a lot better than the one in the book. So this is using the Paint Box Cotton DK. And the blue here is called Marine Blue. The yellow is Buttercup Yellow. The gray is Stormy Gray. And the white is called Champagne White. It's not a bright white, it's an off-white. So it was a lot of fun to make. And I'm really liking this Paint Box Cotton DK. I had quite a few skeins of it for a project that I done a while back. and I did order me some of the colors I didn't have that I thought maybe I would need. Or, I mean, it tells you in the book like what colors they use. I don't have all of the colors, but I do have some DMC Natura cotton and some Etrofield jeans yarn that is about the same weight, and I'm going to use that up too so that I can get rid of some of that yarn. And then my last projects here. Oh, better put this back in there. It is a hook. Where did you come from? Which one? Not that one. That one has a hook in it. Sorry about that, but I'll get somewhere and be like, where's my hook? The last thing that I made is some dresses for my goose, Gertie. So Gertie has been wearing her Valentine's dress since, you know, before Valentine's. I am quite ashamed of the fact that I let her go so long in a Valentine's Day dress. But what are you gonna do? So I did decide, since the garden is starting to bloom and she's starting to, you know, want to guard over her, you know, garden, that I should make her a new dress. So I pulled out my Annie's Attics Goose and Gander Fashion Parade. And it is a little booklet that was made a long time ago in 2002. I bought it from Etsy from just a random, I was just randomly searching for goose stuff on Etsy back last year or the year before, I can't really remember. This popped up and I purchased it. I will look around and see if I see any, but I haven't seen any since. I randomly searched for it and still haven't seen any. So I decided to go with the May pattern. I really liked the yellow and the pink. So I knew I had some yellow. I'm sure I have some pink somewhere. But I had a variegated that I thought would look super cute. So that's what I did. And here's Gertie's dress. Let's see if I can show you guys. Smells like outside. It's been on her. This is her dress, and then this is her hat. So one of the things that happened was I ran out of yellow yarn and had to start my variegated yarn a little bit further up than what I had originally anticipated, but I thought that it added something a little extra to it, so I really liked that. So for the dress, the colors that I use for the yellow, it's Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek in pale yellow. And then the variegated is I Love This Yarn in Sugar Plum Stripe. So yeah. Now the hat, because I did run out of the yellow, I was either going to have to do it all in the variegated or come up with something different. And I come up and looked through my stuff and found some yellow yarn, and it is Line Brand Basic Stitch, and it's in the color Lemonade. So there it is. So these are like 2 flowers, oops, and then it just goes on there like that. So I will pop in a picture here of Gertie wearing her Mayflower dress. It was supposed to, I'm sorry, I'm starting to sweat and my glasses are like sliding down my face now. She's supposed to have like a flower necklace, but I chose not to do that, so yeah. And since I already had the Goose and Gander book out, I thought I would go ahead and make her another outfit. And I really liked the July Uncle Sam, that's what it's called, outfit. But I was thinking that I would really like to use some of the Americana, the Red Heart Americana. So I did. I ordered me some offline at Amazon because nobody had it in the store. And this is how it turned out. I did also run out of it, and I had to start using it's Red Heart Soft Navy. It's like, let's see, 2 rows plus the border shell. It's hard to see because it's so dark. You can see the border there. So luckily I did have that in my stash, but got that done. And these are made with a J, did I say that? A J hook. No, I lied. It's an I hook. It's a 5.5 millimeter I hook. It's what these are made with. And they're all double crochet. And I did mention that my goose is somewhat bigger. Oh, before I do that, let me talk about the hat to match the outfit. This is the hat. I did not crochet it. I found, you know, those headbands that, you know, it's supposed to be like a headband for us to wear. See, I just took the headband part off and put some elastic so Gertie can wear it. I just didn't really feel like doing the hat. And I had originally planned to make the hat out of the Americana, but I ran out, so I was at Joann's for another reason, and I saw this and it was on sale, so I just went ahead and got it. So let's go back to, you know, the goose in the magazine is bigger than my goose. So I did write out like a different pattern for it. Like I used the pattern that they have in the book for the dress, but I made it to where it will fit my goose. So I increased some rows, more rows than what's in the book, and there's more increases because mine is made out of concrete. It's a concrete goose, and those gooses, is that a word? Gooses, geese, Becky, geese, not gooses. Geese are plastic, so she's got a little bit more girth on her. That's okay. So the last thing I want to show you guys is some acquisitions that I got. I did buy me some new hooks. I buy them off of what's that place called? eBay. It's the Tulip Etimo red hooks. And I did buy another 2.20 hook. It's my favorite hook for enemies, so I got that. And then I got me a 6 millimeter one to try out. And I got a 4 millimeter. These run about $10 or $11 at the place that I get them with free shipping. So I think it's like equivalent to buying a nice like clover out of the store. And I really like the ones that I've used so far of it, so I thought I would just give these other sizes a try and see what I thought. So that's it for all of my finished objects and my whips and my acquisitions to show you guys. I've been, you know, crocheting. I need to take a break. I'm starting to have some shoulder pain. I'm going to go to the chiropractor and just get adjusted out. I do have some upcoming projects that I'm going to be working on. I've got a niece whose birthday is coming up. She really likes foxes, so I did purchase a pattern for Storyland Amy's. It's their cuddly fox. I'm going to make that for her. I did order some yarn yesterday specifically for that, so I will do a yarn haul then, because I ordered quite a bit of yarn. So I'll make sure you guys my yarn or whatever if you guys want to see it. I mean, if you don't, that's fine too, but I love talking about yarn. So yeah, I think that's all I have upcoming. I think so, yeah. Having a bit of trouble out of my ear. I think that it's just, you know, allergies. I mean, I went outside the other day and like the pollen on the windshield of my car, I mean, it was like yellow, like my windshield was yellow. So it's like I feel like a wiggly woggly, you know, in my ear. Yeah, my eyes are a little itchy. I take allergy medicine every day. I don't know. I started some Flonase. Hopefully everything clears up. If not, off to the doctor I go, I guess. Yeah. So, what have you guys been up to? Let me know down below, like what you guys have been working on. And do you guys make stuff like for like people's birthday and like Christmas and stuff? Do you guys ever feel like pressure, like to make it, like because people know that you crochet? Like, do you feel pressure to have to make people stuff? Sometimes I feel that pressure. But I think I put the pressure on myself. Like, they don't put it on me. It's like I put it on myself. I wonder why we do things like that. I don't know. It's crazy, right? Yeah, let me know down below what you guys have been working on or what you want to work on. Have there anything that's just been like popping up in your mind here lately? Like, you know what? I gotta have one of those. I want to thank everybody for showing me all this love and subscribing and hanging out with me. I mean, you guys take time out of your day to hang out with me. I know my videos are not short by any means. This one's already over 30 minutes long. So it's not short by any means. And you guys take the time to hang out with me. And I really appreciate it. So I just want to, you know, tell you guys I enjoy hanging out with you. I enjoy showing you guys everything. I enjoy answering comments and chit-chatting with you guys. So always feel free to, you know, talk about anything in the comments, you know, just even if it's not crochet or yarn related. It's just like, this is what I done today, going to the park, riding the bikes with the kids. I mean, feel free to share. I mean, that's what we're here for, is to make connections and make new friends. And I'm really having so much fun. So I'm going to let you guys go. I've held you hostage long enough. So everybody enjoy your couple weeks until I see you again, and stay safe, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.